we have to study and understand each situation on its own merits is what I feel. अगर आपको actually opinion चाहिए, you follow the court records, you follow the news properly and weigh it in with the court records and then try and examine that, okay, this is what is actually his offense, this is why maybe the bails have been rejected. So that is what the media also kind of work toward, that ये part अब news बनेगा. So when we see it, we also like, अरे ये हुआ है. Let me share it with the people who I know. Curiosity is the most, I think, important feature that a person can have.
You know, what is the basic difference between, say, working at a law firm versus practicing at a court? So, अभी जैसे कि especially today's generation जो है, who are most of the time who are consuming internet, who are consuming social media the most compared to all the other generations. So, now for them, it is instant gratification कि कुछ आया आगे भेज दिया. So how does the knowledge actually come to them? What is the difference between justice and judgment? Let's decode this and more with advocate Suryaksh. Hi Suryaksh, welcome to Twisted Truths.
Thank you so much for having me.
How are you feeling?
Good. I think the weather is good, the place is good, so I think it's a good time right now.
Awesome. So you know, boy, एक famous फिल्म का डायलॉग था सनी देओल का. तारीख पे तारीख मिलती गई, my lord, इंसाफ नहीं मिला. You know, and I think that is one complaint most Indians have with the Indian judiciary, कि justice नहीं मिला. Judgment मिला भी तो भी justice नहीं मिला. What is your take on that?
So, I mean, we've all heard this, that तारीख पे तारीख, and a lot of my clients also keep telling me कि sir एक और date हुआ है, कैसे क्या करे. Now, we have to understand that this problem is there at every level. And the reasons for the problems are different, the way they are tackled is different. So, in the lowest courts, the problem is there's a lot of overcrowding. बहुत सारे matters है हर समय. तो बहुत बार क्या होता है कि आपकी जो मैटर है वो टाइम पे आ नहीं पाता है. एक मैटर का हियरिंग बहुत लंबा चल गया है. लोअर कोर्ट्स में क्या होता है कि द फी स्ट्रक्चर इज वेरी लो कंपेयर्ड टू द हाई कोर्ट और द सुप्रीम कोर्ट. सो इट इज अनफॉर्चुनेट दैट द लॉयर्स आल्सो ट्राई दैट ऑन ईच डेट दे विल ट्राई एंड टेक अनदर डेट सो दैट दे गेट पेड मोर.
ओह, क्या बात कर रहे हो.
दिस हैपेंस वेरी ऑफन बिकॉज क्या होता है कि जो चीज 4 डेट में खत्म हो सकता है उसको उन लोग मे बी 20 डेट में टानते हैं. So they get paid for 20 dates rather than 4 dates. Now, when we look at a higher level, which is if you look at the high court level, this problem at least of lawyers overcharging is not so prevalent. I would say it is obviously prevalent, but not as much as the lower courts. Every court comes with its own set of problems. The high court set of problems are that sometimes the judge does not have time. Usually you will see that order में लिखा रहेगा due to paucity of time the matter was not taken up.
अच्छा.
तो क्या है कि एक प्रीवियस हियरिंग वेंट ऑन फॉर वेरी लॉन्ग. जैसे अभी लॉट ऑफ क्रिमिनल रिविजन मैटर्स जो बेल, एंटिसिपेटरी बेल ये सब होते हैं, उसके लिस्ट रन इन थाउजेंड्स ऑफ मैटर्स पर डे पर लिस्ट. सो इट्स वेरी पॉसिबल दैट आपका मैटर नहीं आता है. नाउ दैट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सप्लेन टू अ क्लाइंट बिकॉज एवरी क्लाइंट थिंक्स दैट देयर मैटर इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दैट शुड बी ऑन टॉप. बट दैट्स नॉट हाउ द कोर्ट सिस्टम वर्क्स. Now, in the Supreme Court, मेरा एक मैटर था which is a very important banking related matter, but उसमें भी बहुत सारे dates पड़े because over there the level of lawyers are different. They have very important matters which are going on in several courts of the Supreme Court. So कौन सा छोड़ के कहाँ पे कब आए, तो unfortunately होता है कि बहुत बार adjournments लेना पड़ता है. तो उसके कारण भी बहुत सारा dates आगे, you keep getting dates on dates. So the problem is different at every level. The problem is there, I'm not denying it, but it's different at every level. Now, if we go into insaf kyun nahi mila, now that depends on how the argument is made, how the submissions are made, everything. Aapka kya, if what you actually wanted to say, if the lawyer has been able to communicate that properly, if he has supported enough case laws or statutory rules regarding what you want to say, तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि these also make a very big difference. Where communication and how you express it to the judge, that is very important. So वहाँ पे कभी कोई मार खा जाने से even though आपको judgment मिलता है but आपको justice नहीं मिल पाता.
इसी से मेरा नेक्स्ट सवाल ये है कि हम अक्सर एथिकली किसी चीज के बारे में सोचते हैं. आवर बिलीफ सिस्टम इज टुवर्ड्स अ सर्टेन
Yes.
हैज अ सर्टेन POV, बट द क्लाइंट जो आपके पास आता है
हाँ जी.
उसका बिलीफ सिस्टम, उसका एथिक्स थोड़ा दूसरा है, बट दे आर पेइंग यू ग्रेट मनी. So then as an advocate, as a lawyer, what do you do?
So this is something that we are taught right at the beginning of law school, where the question is what ought to be versus what is. Now there's a difference between what the client feels should happen and what should actually happen in court. Now it's the lawyer's job to be able to handle the client's expectations, where they can tell him realistically ki, look, what you're asking for might maybe sound right to you, might maybe feel right to you, but there's a way we have to go about it. Every client does not understand that, because there are a lot of procedures that come into place as well. So we have to follow those, we have to go by those rules. As a result of which, जो client expect कर रहा है right off the bat, वो immediately possible नहीं होता. वो बहुत बार होते client बोलते हैं कि but ये तो उसने ऐसे किया, कैसे अभी भी हो रहा है, how is the court listening to this? These things have to be proved. आप जो बोल रहे हो वो prove होना चाहिए. वो later stages में होता है. You have to comply with all the small nitty-gritties in the beginning,
Right.
reach to a stage where the hearing happens. So that is why they feel that even though it's such a open and shut case, a lot of clients come and tell
Exactly,
me
yes.
that this is such an open and shut case. Why is this taking so long? Why is the judge not understanding this? क्योंकि आपका भी वो stage to explain नहीं आया है. जैसे in a civil suit there are many stages. Hearing comes last. There are many stages that follow it. तो वो आपको करके you have to set the procedure right, so that when the judge actually does do the hearing, he has everything in front of him. The evidences, what you want to say, what they want to say, their witness statements, each and everything is recorded. So that is why आपको इतना जल्दी इंसाफ भी नहीं मिल पाता है basically. That's the whole thing.
But justice delayed is justice denied, don't you think?
I wouldn't say justice delayed is justice denied. I would say justice very delayed is justice denied.
And what is very delayed?
I mean, see, it's some things are just unreasonable, where this happens a lot in criminal situations, where for something in which I do not have any fault, or in which something where there's not enough proof against me, a person's bail can keep getting rejected. Uske matters नहीं आते हैं, judges नहीं रहते हैं. So that still becomes a bit on the wronger side, I feel. In the civil side बहुत सारा चीज होता है where आपका dates miss हो जाता है, so matters get dismissed a lot, especially in the Calcutta High Court. बहुत सारे judges है कि by chance अगर lawyer से miss हो गया, आपके matter dismiss हो जाते हैं. So then you have to again go and restore it, take care of that process, get it alive again basically. तो वो सब में बहुत time लग जाता है. तो वो सब things I don't think are the best way to go about it. So that would, I think, would be an unnecessary delay.
So right now, you know, there are a lot of statistics flying here and there. इतने 1,000 cases pending है, इतने lakh cases pending है. But from the horse's mouth, what is the tentative number of cases that are pending today in India?
It's in lakhs and lakhs. It's, I think, अगर आप कोई एक team को भी लगाओगे to find this out, it'll probably take them years to just find out how many cases are pending.
And how do you solve this bottleneck?
Now, this bottleneck, it cannot be solved immediately. I can assure you that it cannot be solved overnight or maybe in a year or two. There has to be a gradual process, which is, again, in many layers. We need proper and efficient judges at every stage, not only at the Supreme Court or the High Court,
right?
but at the lower courts, lower tribunals, all of these places, you need more judges. Efficiency of judges are required. Most अगर आप courts देखोगे, the judges list is not full. There are usually vacancies that are there. Plus, I think that if they use AI very well, I think this problem could be helped to a certain extent, where I can give you an example for, let's say, traffic fines or small fines in which there's a yes or no. What can happen is that the AI can detect, or the camera can detect, whether this is an infraction or this is not an infraction, and accordingly an order is passed. तो आपका judge का क्या है कि use will become reduced. But I mean, there's some time for the development and for that to be accepted everywhere. But that could be one of the ways in which, you know, you can try and curb the limit.
Right.
Basically. Otherwise, people are coming up with new methods, such as arbitrations are coming out, mediations are coming out. So they are trying to curb the procedures and day after day the arbitration awards that come out, जो judgments होते हैं arbitration के, they are given more and more strength so that the workload is reduced. So I mean that is one of the ways in which we can try and reduce the workload that is already there.
Right. And then this never ending debate कि already इतने cases pending हैं तो भी ये कोर्ट्स में समर वेकेशन और विंटर वेकेशन क्यों होता है?
देखिए अब वेकेशन तो सभी को ही चाहिए, लॉयर्स और जजेस भी इंसान है.
बट बाकी कहीं तो वेकेशन नहीं होता, चाहे कॉर्पोरेट्स हो या मेडिकल फील्ड हो या कहीं.
So the thing is that the workload pressure is also very vast in cases of judges and lawyers. I mean, we don't see it very often, but judges are also working till late in the evening with their juniors. I know it for a fact. Preparing for the next day. जैसे अगर आप देखोगे लॉ फर्म्स में वैसा छुट्टी नहीं होता जैसे कोर्ट्स में होता है. बट अनदर रीजन व्हाई दीज वेकेशंस आर देयर बिकॉज अ हाई कोर्ट और अ सुप्रीम कोर्ट और व्हिचएवर कोर्ट is also representative of all the people who are there. Now, अब इसमें क्या issues आ सकता है कि अगर supposing X holiday पे आपने court holiday नहीं दिया, so people who are celebrating that holiday might raise an issue. So, like our nation, the courts also have to, in a sense, be secular, where a lot of holidays are given because there are so many different varieties in our country, there are so many different races. तो उसके कारण भी बहुत सारे holidays बन जाते हैं. Obviously, there are a lot of unnecessary holidays as well, but the vacations and everything which are there, it kind of, balances out these kind of situations, but there should be stricter procedures for sure.
Right. Let's talk about a few laws in and around India, which is, right now also a topic of huge debate. Let's start with UAPA. Now, why is it so controversial in nature?
See, the thing is that the UAPA presently is so controversial again because there are so many different kind of people raising their voices. Now, with everyone raising an issue, people are thinking more. People's opinions are also developing, they are growing. So this, because of this, there are a lot of different opinions that are coming up, and obviously it's not something which is clear, right? It's something which is controversial. So something which is so controversial will take time to kind of get a clarity, get a line of thought. Even if you see waves, only fixing one string will not make it a straight line. You have to fix each wave. So things with very controversial things like UAPA or even the present political situation in our state, you have to fix the wave in entirety, which also results in kind of assimilating the opinion of people. Basically, so that's when these things, the complexity and the controversiality will reduce.
So, for example, even recently, I think a couple of weeks back, Umar Khalid was again denied bail. Now, there's a section of the audience which are saying that बहुत सही हुआ. Section of the audience which are saying कि नहीं होना चाहिए था. इतने साल से hearing नहीं हुआ है, bail reject हो रहा है. So, as an advocate, what is your take on this situation?
So my take on the situation is that I just urge the people not to equate. So a lot of times, abhi social media pe bhi it's very prevalent that they are equating their bail being denied with somebody else's bail being granted. कि इसको मिल गया, इसको नहीं मिला.
ये बहुत बड़ा डिबेट चल रहा है.
ये बहुत बड़ा डिबेट चल रहा है, जैसे कि इनको कैसे बेल मिल गया और उमर खालिद को नहीं बेल
मिला है.
We have to study and understand each situation on its own merits, is what I feel. We have to understand what this person's offense is, what he's actually in for, what are the merits, demerits, and my main urge to the public is to not go blindly by the news. Agar aap actually interested ho, and if you actually want to have an opinion, I'm not even saying want to give off an opinion, but even if you want to have an opinion, go through the court records, go through the orders, they are available. Go through the court records, go through the orders, try and understand. Don't listen to just the agenda setting parts of the news, because आप हर news channel में देखोगे अलग चीज बोला जा रहा है.
जी.
And they speak so well, they have such great command over everything, over the public, over the people, कि you're like नहीं ये इसमें तो बात है, ये ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है. So you'll always fluctuate like a pendulum if you keep following those news. अगर आपको एक्चुअली ओपिनियन चाहिए, यू फॉलो द कोर्ट रिकॉर्ड्स, यू फॉलो द न्यूज प्रॉपरली and weigh it in with the court records and then try and examine that, okay, this is what is actually his offense, this is why maybe the bails have been rejected. Like I was seeing an interview by Chandrachud, who was the ex-Chief Justice of India, and he was saying that they keep saying that bail has been rejected, but on the other hand, there were also situations where adjournments were sought by the lawyers for the accused person over 8 to 10 times.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So this also puts a negative image in the head of the judge, especially in criminal cases where adjournments are generally not granted, where adjournments bring adverse consequences. ये नहीं कि खाली डेट होता है. अगर आपका प्रोडक्शन है और अगर आपका कोई सबमिशन है आपका मिस हो जाता है, it can have adverse consequences. So a lot of adjournments were sought by the lawyers appearing for Amir Khalid as well.
आपको क्या लगता है, बेल मिलना चाहिए नहीं मिलना चाहिए?
I think it's probably about time.
Okay. काफी साल हो गए.
But under close inspection, it shouldn't be a traditional granting of bail because the offences that him and his co-accused accused of is also very serious.
Obviously, yeah.
It's also of kind of wanting to seek a separation of India, which is a big deal. So it has to be assured that these things do not get repeated. These things do not become a regular propaganda.
Right.
And these things do not grow with other people. So बहुत बार होता है कि when you leave certain seeds, they grow. So this seed should not be growing. Maybe this seed should be set free, but it should not be in a very fertile soil where it can grow. So that is, I think, my broad take on this aspect.
Right. So moving from criminal case to a different kind of case, which was, from the land of Bollywood, the Aryan Khan case. So that was also in the media limelight, and how? What is your take on it?
Now again, the Aryan Khan case, actually, there are several cases like that Aryan Khan case which is always going on.
Obviously, but they got the limelight because
of Aryan Khan.
Exactly.
I think it was blown out of proportion.
Right.
Perhaps, in my opinion.
Right.
Which need not have been the case. A lot of the backlash that followed from the case maybe could have also been avoided. There was a lot of blame games that were taking place. There was a lot of disparaging the police authorities and everything that could have perhaps been avoided. जो आपका लीगल प्रोसेस और जो लीगल उसमें आई विल नॉट कमेंट बिकॉज दैट टुक इट्स राउट. जो हुआ जैसे हुआ, दैट्स बेसिस ऑफ फैक्ट्स, दैट्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ पेपर्स. बट द वे द पोर्ट्रेयल हैज हैपेंड पोस्ट the whole case situation, that could have been a little bit controlled maybe. I think that would have been maybe a classier way to go about it.
Right. So, do you think also it was perhaps there was a huge role which was also played out by the media to bring it out of proportion, and also maybe they had a negative role in how the entire
so
case
definitely, I mean, it was obviously a media trial at the end of the day because they get involved and they have a field day, right? So the situation, obviously, more like I was saying that more people should read orders if they're actually interested. Everyone is now reading news through Instagram, through Facebook, through WhatsApp. It's always there. You don't need to, see an entire news broadcast to know what's happening, but Instagram will take out the juicy 5 seconds and show you, look, this is what is there. So obviously the media kind of revolutionized it in a sense. They made it a phenomena. They made it something that everyone was talking about. So the media element was, I think, heavy in the situation of kind of controlling the narrative.
Right.
I think that was very important, the way the media went about it. But they should understand how strong their responsibility is because of the level of permeability that they have over the nation now, where the youngest and the oldest, everybody is now on social media in some form or the other. Even if they're not explicitly on, let's say, Instagram or Facebook, they get those forwards. Everybody is talking about these kind of things. So the media should just be responsible in what they are disseminating.
Right.
Rather than just kind of working towards an agenda. They should move forward in kind of shaping the public opinion.
Right. No,
basically.
Even like over the past decade or so, ये मीडिया ट्रायल एंड सोशल मीडिया ट्रायल ये दोनों बहुत ज्यादा हावी हो चुका है.
हाँ जी.
अक्सर हमने ऐसे न्यूज सुने हैं जो शायद हमने भी कभी फॉरवर्ड कर दिए होंगे ना जाने में,
Definitely.
कि किसी ने किसी को कुछ बोला या कुछ कर दिया, बाद में जाके रियलाइज हुआ इट वाज नॉट द केस. बाय द टाइम दैट पर्सन's entire reputation and career has gone.
Exactly.
What does one do in that situation?
This again comes back to the same question where the media has to take a more responsible role. So a news becomes famous for many reasons. Two which are applicable in this case being novelty and the level of controversy it can raise. That's what basically the media plays at. Now everything which is happening in a normal way, you're not going to bother about it.
Right.
But the minute it shifts from the way you think normalcy should be there, it becomes news. So that is what the media also kind of work toward, that ये part अब news बनेगा. So when we see it, we also like, अरे ये हुआ है. Let me share it with the people who I know. And it doesn't take from 1 to go to 1,000. So we obviously have a very big responsibility to fact check. During COVID and post COVID, I think fact checking has become big. A lot of people are doing fact checks nowadays. Instagram में भी features आने लग गया है where they'll tell you that this has not been fact checked.
Correct.
Or this has been fact checked.
Correct.
So these things actually make a big difference nowadays, and I think that even the news are responding to it, the media channel are responding to it, where they do make a bigger effort to kind of verify their news. And even the social media and all of these platforms, they are also actively trying to see what they can do to ensure that fact checking is there, because that's very important. We all get messages from our grandmothers and from our late aunties and everyone saying that follow this home remedy, follow that home remedy, ये करोगे तो ये नहीं होगा, वो करोगे तो ये नहीं होगा. So these things also need to be fact checked, because right now जो news पे है, it should become more widespread.
So अभी जैसे कि especially today's generation जो है, who are most of the time who are consuming internet, who are consuming social media the most compared to all the other generations. So now for them it is instant gratification कि कुछ आया आगे भेज दिया. So how does the knowledge actually come to them? See, now you and I are talking, you know, we are discussing. People don't want to discuss these days. They don't want to debate. They just want to, you know, that immediate judgment pass कर दिया, आया share कर दिया. वो instant gratification का ज़माना है. So इस समय पे, how does one really, you know,
so this I think
pass
this,
down the information?
This system of control has to be brought in at a very early stage. You and I, we've not grown up with internet and with these kind of things. We had our different sources of getting our dopamine. But doom scrolling and these kind of things that the kids are doing a lot nowadays, on many evenings even we, I think, do it.
Yeah.
It gives them that instant rush. It gives them that instant gratification. So you don't kind of reflect on it. You're just like, okay, this is what I've seen, this is how I feel about it, let me share it. Whether it's right or not, whether we should discuss it, whether there should be a discussion on things, that is absent. The human element between people is reducing. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
The urge to discuss important things also is reducing drastically. Now, these things, I think the schools, the parents, at an early stage, they have to tackle it, where they need to promote active discussion between people, where everything should be kind of questioned and should be understood at the root level, so that they have their own freedom to see where that thought pattern takes you, how that thought pattern develops. Mostly अगर आप देखेंगे बहुत आजकल न्यूज़ में होता है, where in political rallies a lot of people are there and questions are asked, and then basic questions are, देखिए आप यहाँ पे क्यों है, what is the reason why you're here, and they don't know. They're just there because they're being told. The herd mentality, what people call it. So this is not something that can be easily solved through us or through, you know, it has to be ingrained in their system. It has to start from very early on,
Right.
where these kind of discourses have to be promoted
Right.
by their schools, by their families, and active discussions need to be taken between them also. Like if I give you an example, there are a lot of religious things that are followed in families over here, especially in our family as well. I've started questioning them that, you know, why is this happening? Why do we do it? It's not rude to question why. So, you know, we must ask that question why. That's very important. That's the most important. Curiosity is the most, I think, important feature that a person can have.
Now, what is the You know, what is the basic difference between, say, working at a law firm versus practicing at a court? It can be a lower court or a high court.
Yeah, so the difference is that, so I worked at a law firm. I worked at India's biggest law firm for 7-8 years.
Right.
And then I shifted to, now I'm doing my own practice.
Right.
Now, working at a law firm, you actually get to have a lot of people around you. You get to see a lot of, you get that whole office culture.
Right.
Where you understand how to work with people, how to assimilate with different people, and you get to work on a host of different matters. So when I was working at the law firm, I was in the litigation team, but I was also kind of helping out with the real estate team,
Right.
with the general corporate team and all the other teams. So I kind of got a glimpse of what they were also doing. Though we've studied in law school, we've done the basics, but working in that environment is very different from kind of just studying about it. And the one of the major differences is that early on, when you start if you start your own practice, financially it might be a little difficult.
Okay.
It might be very difficult because initially, like law is a field where the time element is what gets your growth financially. So immediately, if you start with your own practice, you might not get a lot of money. But with the firm, there's a steady pay. If you work at one of the top firms, it's very good pay for a long period of time, where you're pretty much taken care of. You'll be very comfortable in life and everything. But also, the freedoms that you have when you're doing your own practice is obviously unmatched.
Obviously, yeah.
That is something that you are in control of your own situation. Again, that gets balanced by the fact that you have people to guide you. I've had an excellent group of seniors in my law firm who've taught me very well, who've guided me, who also actually mainly taught me how to think,
Okay.
how to kind of look in a situation, how to handle clients, which is the most important thing that a lawyer will learn, that how to do the client management.
Correct.
That I've luckily learned on the firm's buck, that how to manage a client, because not all clients will be easy.
Obviously,
You're gonna have
they
very
all
tough
come with a
clients.
certain expectation.
Yes, yes.
How do you manage that?
So the thing is that you need to understand the sentiment with which they come. Be a lawyer or a doctor, they don't come to you at their best. Usually they come to you at their worst. So as a lawyer, especially in disputes and not in corporate, you are seeing clients at their worst. They are going to be moody, they are going to be judgmental, they are going to be rude, they are going to be extra demanding. So you need to know how to manage client expectations. A lot of lawyers immediately say ki haan, we'll get this done, don't worry, sab ho jayega, everything will be managed. But I think there should be a sense of realism in how you manage clients. You need to tell them that, look, this is what I can do for you, this is how it can be done, this is if it can be done or not. There shouldn't be blanket approvals given to clients ki haan, sab cheez ho jayega. They need to be made aware of these are the challenges that may arise, this is how we will look to overcome those challenges, and this is the probable outcome that we might have. So that should be very ingrained in your head, and it should be more ingrained in their head, that you've communicated this to them very well.
Right.
So this becomes very important, and it becomes a fundamental key in client management.
पैसे किसमें ज्यादा बनते हैं, फर्म में या कोर्ट में?
पैसे तो सभी जगह बना ले लॉयर्स लोग, दे आर मेकिंग मनी एवरीवेयर.
ऐसे जनरलाइज में कहाँ ज्यादा?
Generalize में I would say in the initial 5, 6, 7 years at a top firm, no one's paying that much. You're gonna earn way more. But after a point, your pay scale also kind of plateaus, especially in a city like Calcutta. But if you start your own practice and if you keep going ahead, then sky is the limit. The Supreme Court lawyers are making absurd amounts of money on a daily basis.
What are they charging?
They are charging the very good ones, the top tier ones, the S tier ones. They're charging between 12 to 25 lakhs a hearing. Per hearing. It can be for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It can be for an hour. But they're charging that much. Now just imagine if they have 4 hearings a day. That's roughly 80 lakhs to 1 crore a day.
No, that's like talking of the top tier.
Top
tier.
Top tier.
जो बीच के जो लोग होते हैं, जो सपोज हाई कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, मे बी नॉट द टॉप ऑफ द टॉप टियर, मे बी द बी और द सी लेवल, तो वो लोग कितना कमा लेते हैं?
So everyone's rates are different. I would say that I would go on a per hearing basis. If you see, it also varies city to city. In Calcutta, if you see someone who has maybe 15 years experience, they'll be charging anywhere between 15 to 30,000 rupees per hearing.
Okay.
So it depends on actually the number also. If you have a lot of hearings, there are a lot of lawyers who have, let's say, 10, 12 matters in the NCLT every day.
Okay.
Short matters होते हैं,
हाँ.
but they make a lot of money in that sense. But it's more important to kind of find where you want to go, what you want to do in the long run, because the field is not easy. It's difficult. You're going to have grueling nights, you're going to have grueling days, you're going to have difficulties throughout. It's a very mentally troubling field as well. You're always tensed about things, there's always pressure on your head. So knowing that you're doing what you really want, that's more important than just chasing the money.
Right.
Because if you achieve that excellence, paisa aa jayega. That's not a problem.
Right.
But you need to survive.
Correct.
I had a lot of friends who were in law school, who who right after law school entered the big law firms, getting really good pay, getting maybe 30, 35 lakhs a year, everything. But after 2 years, they got so burnt out that they've left and now they're still not doing law.
Right.
No one's ever picked up a law book after that.
We all love courtroom dramas. हमने को बहुत पसंद है, चाहे वो फिल्म हो या कोई सीरीज हो. So talking about Hindi films या Hindi series, which is the closest film which actually depicts how it is actually in a real life hearing? Because मैंने सुना है कि कोई भी close नहीं है, सब एकदम
काफी हद तक क्लोज नहीं है. I would say काफी हद तक क्लोज नहीं है. I try and avoid a lot of courtroom dramas because it's something that I'm living, so I try and stay clear of that. But I think if I remember correctly, Pink did a good enough job.
It was, I think, perhaps the closest.
Maybe the closest. I was seeing parts of the new movie Huck, which has come out.
अच्छा.
But those movies is looking good. But if you see from the point of legal conformity, it's not. I mean, they're not very real. Because I also understand from the movie producer's point of view that they can't make it very real, because
obviously
that would be pretty boring also.
Yeah. Right. And there's another, before we conclude this, there's another burning topic right now, which is the street dog issue. There have been a certain set of rules already out there. There's the ABC guidelines out there, which is there in the constitution. Due to failure of multiple state governments, that has not happened. The budget has not been used, vaccines have not been given, and neuter hua nahi hai. So obviously the population has exploded. Now the Supreme Court is coming down on the dogs कि उनको हटाओ, ये करो, वो करो, and obviously the lawyers are arguing against it. It's the state government's fault. ABC नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ. What is your take on this?
So my take is that the intent perhaps is not the worst. The execution is very bad. The execution and implementation has not been done properly. Because if you see the statistics in Delhi alone, the timelines that the Supreme Court laid down, it is not possible to carry out the neuter process for all of them. It's not possible for the shelter houses to house so many of those dogs.
Obviously.
So what happens to them? So that is where I think all the activists are also coming up, and that's where they are coming from. Many of them are also questioning the entire validity, because as a result of which the trickle effects, people are questioning everything. I don't think the rule per se is the worst, but it's not being executed or implemented properly. And that is, I think, where the main grievance lies. If that was structured and there was a proper plan given with the proper timelines and with proper funding and everything, I don't think this would have been such a big problem.
Right.
But the fact that it's a bit on the haphazard side might create issues.
And there's another debate कि इतने सारे issues हैं अभी country में, इतने सारे. There's this pollution issue, overpopulation issue. There are different types of digital copyright issues cases हैं. Then आपका rape cases every day हो रहे हैं. वो सब छोड़ के आप इस केस में लगे हुए हो. Just to perhaps divert the attention of the people. That's the news that is coming out. What is like how, again, इसका क्या veracity है?
So that I think is something that is just sensationalization. I don't think that's how it works. The other matters are also progressing. There are many benches of the Supreme Court. There are many benches of the High Court. The other matters are also coming up in its own form. Now, अगर ये matter नहीं take up होता और दूसरा matter take up होता, then the news would have been like कि इनको नहीं दिया जा रहा है. Our dogs, the value of dogs not there. So it's just, I think, post situational sensationalization that's taking place. It's more of kind of building upon an afterthought कि let's raise this issue as well along with valid issues कि ये छोड़ के उसको देखा जा रहा है. I don't think that's the case.
Right. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Suryaksh,
much,
for
Zohair.
coming
Thank
down.
you. No, my pleasure.
Wishing you all the best and
Thank you so much.
see you very, very soon.
Thank you so much, Joy. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.